Hello, 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 and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play FF14 Endwalker. Today I got a special guest with me, Senilepope. What's going on, mister?
It's going pretty good. I've heard a lot about this. Everybody's talking about how they can't play.
Well, I've been logged
Uh,
in since 3 a.m., so nobody's kicking my ass off right now. Except I gotta
Miguel.
get into the game and play it, or they might, so...
All right, let's do it. I see you got your camera on today, looking good.
What do you
Don't
think of
get
my
I
outfit?
haven't.
I got the metallic blue and metallic purple combo going.
Mm-hmm.
And check out my weapon, it kinda goes with the outfit. I paid 1.2 million gil for that weapon, and that was the most I've ever paid for anything in this game.
That looks really cool. Like with like it looks like a magic sigil.
It's like a
Like on it.
it's like a rapier, and then yeah, he's got like a sigil in his other hand. And
That looks pretty cool.
like this class is a red mage, and it, like blasts people with a bunch of spells, and then jumps in real close to do a little bit of melee combat, and then jumps right back out again. I'll
So
hopefully
my
be able
Final
to show you
Fantasy
some of that.
14 knowledge is kind of bad, but you can be multiple classes, right?
Yeah, check this out. Uh, these are all my Disciple of Hand and Land. These are basically my crafting classes and gathering. Got them all to 80. Got Culinarian to 81 today by turning in one turn in. Pretty excited about that.
80 was the max prior to the expansion, right?
Prior to the expansion was 80, and now it's 90.
Okay. Okay.
And then this is what I'm working with here. I'll probably level Dragoon alongside Red Mage, just because, like, my retainers are what you use to, you can send them on little missions and they'll bring you back shit, but they're also your auction house, or how you put stuff on the market board is what it's called in this game. And they level along with you, like they can't level past you, so I need to get all these I need to get my Dragoon and Red Mage up to max so I can max them out. Then I'll probably work on Samurai. And then when I'm all tired of Endwalker, I'll go back to Black Mage and Machinist.
Okay.
Anyway, what the heck was I doing?
Yeah, like I said, I don't know anything about this, but I just know it's the bee's knees to some people.
To me, baby. What did I want to do here?
So, like, what's the big draw for this expansion?
One of the main thing for me is that it's supposed to complete the story that has been started ever since even 1.0, when that train wreck of a... Do you know the history behind the very first time this game came out? It wasn't even called The Realm Reborn, it was just Final Fantasy XIV Online 1.0. And it was so
I
terrible.
remember it wasn't as good, but I mean, like, that's the case for like a lot of things. Like, what's that game called that everybody hated? I try to get you to shit. It's in space. Diablo
Planetscape?
3 was like that.
Was it Planetscape? Is that what you're trying to...
No, it's the one where you tried to play it and you weren't digging it. You go around with a blaster.
It was like an MMO, but it was a shooter.
It was first player.
Oh.
Not playing it. I can't even think of it right now. But it was like really bad, and they patched it and patched it and patched it, and then it was awesome, kind of like Final Fantasy XIV.
But yeah, so the story that's been going on ever since then is finally wrapping up. So after any expansion after this is going to be like a brand new story, set in the same world, I'm assuming, but and you can play all the way to the end right now. There's no any patches that come out are going to be promoting the next storyline. At least that's what I've heard. Man, I hate to sit here and waste time, but I got 2 minutes before those dudes are done, so I'll go show off my glamour dresser. It's basically like transmog. You can set up...
And what are you waiting for those two guys 2 minutes to do? What is that? What does that mean?
Okay, I'll go over there and show you. The training, which just all
So
training
you can't
does.
train when they're training?
I have eight guys, and they're max level 60, and they're used basically to so you can do dungeons solo. But I'll have 3 of these guys with me instead of real players. So you level them up, and you can send them alone on missions too, and they'll bring you back shit.
Okay, I see, like kind of like a mission board. And
Yeah.
yeah.
See, like, and then they've all got chemistry, which affects what they can bring back for me and stuff. But their attributes aren't enough alone to do the mission that I want to send them on. So I can send them on a training course and see. I'm losing tactical. Tactical is going from 160 to 120, but physical and mental is going up a little bit, and that's going to help me hit the requirements for this mission. Like, I can send them off without meeting the requirements, but if I meet or exceed the requirements, then it's a guarantee that they'll complete the mission. If not, it could be a waste of 18 hours, because it's 18 hours after I send them out. That's how long it takes for them to...
And you can't take them into dungeons while they're out?
No, that's correct.
Okay.
I think I've only used this to actually go through dungeons twice. I think that might be a way to get your guys stronger, so you can take on the harder squadron missions. But like, up until now, I've been a little baby and been doing these level 40 ones. And these, basically all I'm doing it for is to get these squadron battle manuals. They'll just give me a EXP bonus of 15% for 2 hours. And you can only do these once a week, so I like to do them and collect them. But if I do the harder level one, I can get 10.
On manuals?
Yeah.
That seems way better.
Yeah, 10 is way better than 5. And then here's my minion dude. Did you play FF? You played FF6 a little bit. Do you remember playing too much?
A little bit. Was that the one with the that we played where you play, I play?
No, this was one that probably had I lent you on the Game Boy Advance a long time ago.
Yeah, I do not. I remember playing a lot of the one with Cloud.
Okay.
And I think I played a little bit of 6, but not enough to remember it.
So I'm trying to get all the current attributes to be in the blue. And I cannot do that with this current team. So you kinda gotta just play around with the people. It's not looking good.
Are you sending him on a mission, or are you trying to take him to a dungeon?
I'm trying to send him on a mission. Alright, I'm done screwing with this. I gotta get into Endwalker. Come on. What the hell am I doing? It's a waste of an episode so far. I'll show you the new hub town.
And was teleport a red mage only skill?
Nope, anybody can use it.
Okay.
But it costs gil most of the time. You can have one location that doesn't cost gil, and I'm about to make this city that city for myself.
I don't know. I kind of enjoy the mission stuff because that was one of my favorite features, and
well, I just
and
can't
it's really
progress it.
well
I can't progress with it right now because I'm gonna have to rejigger my team for the lower leveled one again, because there's no way I can meet the requirements of the higher level one at this point.
Okay.
So and every time you adjust your training, it takes an hour for them to finish the training.
I got you. I mean, I liked it. It's good in WoW. I liked it in the Star Wars MMO. One of my favorite things was sending my guys on mission getting materials. And I liked it in No Man's Sky. That was the game I was thinking about. They released crap, and then now it's like considered one of the best games ever.
What is?
No Man's Sky.
No Man's Sky.
I mean, there's like so many games I want to play, but I've been just, it's Hearthstone, the new expansion came out, so I'm like, haven't been really doing a whole lot except working and playing Hearthstone. It's like hard to believe that 2021's almost over too.
I know. Don't even get me started. I am still learning this town. This is not where I thought it was. I want the Baldessian Annex.
Is this a new expansion town, or is this like an old one?
This is a new town. A new town called Old Charlian. Often talked about, but never ventured into until now. This is where like the hardcore people who know about shit hang out, and they're kind of like, they kind of set themselves apart from the world and don't really mingle with the rest of the world, but we got shit we need to know about. And it's like, why are you trying to keep all this knowledge, man? The world is at stake. Okay, I can get some new feet gear for this quest, but I already had almost best in slot.
It was like, if it was pre-expansion, best in slot don't mean shit.
Well, this is only 5 points less than what I'm wearing. Except everything, that was the only piece of equipment that I actually got to that level. Like, this is 515 and 520 was what my feet gear is at the moment, but everything else was 510. So I've been excited to do those quests to get the 5 points better, but I don't know. Cryo is intent on uncovering the reason behind the forum's inexplicable behavior. Basically, like, why the forum is being all mysterious and not helping us out. So let's hit the books.
Do it.
Final days. Yeah, the bad guys are basically just like, we want to kill ourselves and we want to kill everyone else along with us. That's their motivation at this point. And all these towers spraying about, and like anybody who goes near them becomes a thrall to the tower and starts summoning these primals, these basically like the summons of every Final Fantasy game. They're kind of called primals in this game. So we're trying to stop these towers and shit. It's pretty intense. Hopefully I'm doing a half-ass decent job explaining this shit.
I don't know, I've seen, like, that sounds familiar. I've heard stories like with the towers before. Things coming down, I want to end everything. That was like the theme to like Castlevania, sort of. The cartoon. Where he just wanted to end everybody, kind of wanted to end himself, and he's like putting all these structures up.
From what cartoon?
Castlevania.
Oh.
I mean, sort of.
The Netflix one?
Yes.
I only finished season 1, and I think I finished season 2. I either finished season 1 or finished season 2 and never kept going with it.
Are you serious, man?
I'm serious.
I loved it.
Dude, I was on top of that shit.
The whole thing was awesome all the way through.
One of my early YouTube videos was me predicting that show because it was supposed to be a direct DVD thing. Wasn't even dealt with Netflix. Like back in 2007 or 8 maybe. And it was the same writers, same producers and everything. And I made this video, it did pretty well. Basically about how that was coming out and my love of Castlevania, but then it never came out.
I thought you would watch it way before I did. Like,
Yeah.
as soon as that shit came out, I ate it up. That was a good cartoon. Or, and I guess anime, whatever you want to call it. I know some people get pissy if you call it anime. It was good.
I don't know. What's the difference
Have you
between
watched
cartoons?
Arcane?
No, but I've heard it's really good and really tight animation.
Like, yeah. It's, I've only watched one episode, but it makes me want to play League of Legends again.
I just been putting on Yu-Gi-Oh and Pokemon in the background while I'm playing. And if I'm kind of like depressed and not wanting to watch anything cool, I'll just watch Survivor or YouTube videos or podcasts. Like Survivor is the only show that's out right now that I'm pretty much keeping up current with. And then there's a bunch of
Umbrella Academy is supposed to be coming out soon too, I thought.
I will be keeping up with that, but I mean it's not out right now.
Yeah.
But then there's a bunch of Australian Survivor episodes too that I'm into. And they're supposed to be getting New Zealand and South Africa episodes soon. Survivor's all over the damn... Wait a second. Okay.
Now, are these, like, it's levels in this game, right? So this would be like level 80, low 80 shit? Or does it just conform to your level?
Main story quest is like the main story, and that's what drives the gameplay. And you have to do them to progress with that, pretty much anything. You have to do the main story quest. That's what that's kind of like a fireball icon above that guy's head, so just a normal question mark.
I thought that was like a video thing. I thought that like they'd go up there and they'd play you a video or some shit.
No, that's just indicates that it's a main story quest. And all the other quests up since the last expansion, Shadowbringers, they do conform to your level. That just like the side quests that you don't have to do, and you will get like higher rewards the higher your level is. It's not really too significant, but it is. And then I think like the difficulty of the quests also conforms to your level.
Like, one of the things I really hate about WoW is, like, you put all this work in the expansion, and, like, the next expansion, it's like, all your work is beating this.
See, I don't think there's a whole lot of things that you could put in that category for this game. This game.
Well, it's like, okay, I played one WoW expansion, I could miss the next one, and then join in the other one, and you couldn't even tell that I missed the last one. So it's like all the work I put in really wasn't for anything. Because you're just going to toss all that gear anyway.
I mean,
at the end.
If the story isn't at least like 20 or 30% of the reason why you're playing the game, this one, I would say don't even bother playing it. Because,
okay.
I mean, the gameplay is awesome, and I do have friends that skip all the cutscenes and stuff, don't even care about the story, but in my opinion it's one of the strongest fucking things about the game.
That's what I've heard. I've heard the story. Some people, if you like Final Fantasy, it's got a good story, and they've like made the story better.
Yeah, I mean, people were saying that Shadowbringers had a better story, like in the top 3 of all Final Fantasy games, and I probably wouldn't disagree with that. I don't even know how people are receiving the story for this yet, because this is like with the newbiest of newbie quests that I'm doing right now. There's 2 branching paths. I took one path, but then I decided to take the second one just for this video. So this is like the earliest shit you can do in the expansion, pretty much, besides discover this town and decide to come here.
Okay. Now, are you like on a free, or are you paying? Are you on the subscription?
I gotta subscribe at this point.
Okay.
You can get through level 50 is A Realm Reborn, and then 50 to 60 is Heaven's Ward, and that's free. There are some play restrictions, like I think you can't talk to someone unless they talk to you. You can't use the market board, things like that. But other than that, it's completely unrestricted, and you can play it to your heart's content. You can get as many classes as you want to level 60, do as much crafting and gathering as you want to level 60. I'm gonna really keep promoting it to you until it's just like it's the only thing you think about.
Well, all the podcasts I listen to, like, so I listen to like a lot of Blizzard podcasts. All the Blizzard guys are like, fuck Blizzard, and they're talking about this. Even one of the guys that has some Blizzard connections, even the guys at Blizzard are playing this. And he's like, some of the best like Final Fantasy tips you get is from Blizzard guys.
Oh, okay, I know what I'll do. I'll whip out my awesome cloud minion.
Okay, that's one I had. Behavior obedient. Okay. Is this kind of like a mini Pokemon game in here, like in WoW, or no?
There is, but I've never touched it. I don't understand it, but I do love collecting minions, and so eventually I'm gonna play it. But I just heard that I don't know what I've heard, but like, these are just my favorites.
Heard about this before.
These are all my other minions.
Why you like Merc so much in Hearthstone? Like the one thing I've got you to like try in Hearthstone in a while.
Like,
they look like little bobbleheads.
Yeah, but then you also got like Cerber Pup, Bite-Sized Pudding, Cherry Bomb, the classic Final Fantasy enemy. Anyway, let's get on with the quest. Basically, gotta search these books for some pertinent information. Story of the Charlian.
No, there's no narration with the quest.
Sometimes there is. You mean like voice acting?
Yeah, no, like some of, I think like it's Elder Scrolls Online does like a full voice narration for every quest.
And just the important quests and the important story bits are voiced, unfortunately. But that gives people like I used to be that like to do silly voices, they can entertain their many viewers
with
their voice acting and narrating themselves.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to check. I'm probably guessing this is like topping Twitch. I'll check right now on my phone. So I imagine this is like everybody's losing their shit about this game. Like, just right now, guess which is the top streaming game on Twitch. If you had to guess. So I guess this.
And it's not this?
Oh, I haven't even got there yet, but I just wanted you to guess what the game's...
Fortnite or Minecraft or...
Holy sh... Wow, I'm surprised this isn't even, like... Well, it's just chatting, which I won't count, but it's League of Legends.
League of Legends, okay.
I mean, that's...
That's what that Arcane is based on, right?
Yes. I think that's probably why they're doing so good, because everyone's losing their shit. But Arcane, yeah, that's weird. And Final Fantasy isn't even, like, in the top 10. I know everybody loves this shit.
Man, I promised you action, and I'm just sitting here reading books. This is not... I should have just kept going with my other quest that I was doing. I was hoping that I was gonna get a voice acting quest. That's why I chose this path. Because I assumed that since it was the beginning of a branch, we would get some voice going, but I guess not. Idleshire.
And Grand Theft Auto 5 is number 3.
Okay, there's a lot of damn books I have to read here. So I'm going to skip hitting the books and go back to a boy's errand.
I like this art style. I like the library is what I'm saying. I mean, like, it looks huge.
Do that.
I don't know, I'd like to be like somewhere like that and just be able to look at all the books.
Hell yeah. I'd like to have a reading room, a house big enough to where I could just have one room dedicated to reading. That'd be cool. Even though I rarely do it anymore.
Yeah, I've always wanted to have like a sort of, I guess like a man cave for like gaming and stuff. So right now it's like everything's just set up in the living room.
I'm gonna do a little bit of mining.
Now, is crafting stuff worth your time, do you think?
Oh, yeah. You can make a lot of money doing it. First off. Second
Like,
off.
this would be like, mining would be like blacksmithing, right?
Blacksmithing, no, well, mining, you get stuff for blacksmithing, yeah. But there's also armorer, and, carpenter, which you need botany for, so you can go out and harvest wood and flowers and shit for alchemy. And then there's fishing, but fishing's like the thing I've done the least of.
Yeah, I kind of like fish. Oh, somebody else. Do you have to fight for these minerals with somebody else?
Nope.
Okay. That's kind of cool.
Oh, shit. I don't know how to do this shit.
Is there like this kind of special shit you gotta do to do this?
This is like to get a collectible, and I'm very bad at it.
Is it a mini game?
Kinda.
That looks, I don't know, like with all those different lines in the circle, I don't.
At least I got
Looks
something from it.
interesting.
Yeah, that's the thing I've done the least, honestly. Oh, shit. That's the thing I've done the least.
Oh, you said your mount helps you fight, doesn't it?
It
Or
does,
no?
but when you're... those little ring around with the 3 balls, that's like a ring of protection. Enemies around my level won't attack me.
Okay. Now, what are you doing right now? Is this like chance? Is this like a
prospecting.
chance?
Like the collectability, if I get a high enough collectability rating, I can turn it in for currency and spend that currency on like gear for my gatherers and crafters and other things, I think. But I can only do 4 things. Whoa, lots of experience.
Yeah, that looks like a lot. So you can pretty much level just gathering.
Yeah. And there's other ways to gather as well. There's like missions basically that you can put yourself on.
Alright, while you're riding, I'm gonna go grab some coffee. I'll be right back.
Alright.
These are all the new ores, I'm taking it?
Yep. And I gotta level these guys to level up my retainers too, because my other two retainers that aren't the Lancer and the Red Mage are Miner and Botanist.
But you can max out all things, right? My character.
Well, I can only make each one of them one thing. But I can change it if I want, they just have to start over.
Okay. But like on your main guy, can't you craft or gather anything?
Yeah. See, this is all my I just, if I want to be a leather worker, turn into that. If I want to be a carpenter, booyah. Blue mage, bing. Rogue.
That's kind of like what I kind of like about this, is you don't have to make multiple characters.
Dark Knight, booyakasha.
Are you pretty much living up to your expectations so far?
Yeah. Kinda. I mean, I haven't been grabbed by the nutsack yet, but I'm hoping soon it sets in. I gotta get invested more in the story and shit. Like, probably once I get to a dungeon.
Is that what your favorite thing about the MMO experience is the dungeons?
No. But, a big chunks of story come out during the dungeons.
Oh, I got
They're
so
normally,
a story then.
Yeah, they're normally always preceded and followed by voiced cutscenes.
Okay.
Mount the Hamsa? Am I supposed to do this? Oh, jeez.
That looks like a crazy quest. Looks like you're on a kiwi. Is he gonna lay an egg or something?
Goofy looking monster, I'll tell you that.
Doesn't appear to go as fast as the other one. Maybe that's just...
Probably not. This is like a quest mount. I'm especially riding it for a quest. And while I'm doing that, I can't
dudes
screw up.
attacking some stuff. There's some dudes attacking like some kind of a giant lizard thing. Giraffe like guy.
Thevnarian Jamal. Man, I will tell you what, they've gotten better about it, but like in A Realm Reborn, the names were off the chain. Crazy and weird. They were like Ching Long Chong Kong and Bling Tong Tong Shong. They were just coming up with any 4 or 5 syllables they could come up with.
Well, they're Japanese, so maybe it makes more sense.
Well, it wasn't Japanese, it was like look, Afaraz and Ketanur. Zainuha. Guess they're bringing them back. The craziness. Ah, son of a bitch. Yeah, my buddy that skips the cutscenes, he's like, I'm already done with the entire game.
The expansion?
Yeah. And like Zeppola, one of the bigger streamers, she's already finished the game.
Shit, like most people I talk to, or like I hear on podcasts, are like, I can't even play really.
Like, once you're in, you're in, unless you go AFK. You have 30 minutes. If you go AFK after 30 minutes, then that's when...
And you're screwed. And you said you've been on since 3?
Logged in. I logged out and logged back in around 5 or 6, I think. Oh, a guy I can play cards with.
Yeah, that actually sounds pretty interesting. I know you liked this in one of the other Final Fantasy games. Was it 8? It had the cards?
It's the exact same game, too. And you know I got a squall card. Sudden death and same, huh?
I'm...
Unless you can do a same, I'm in the gold. Yeah. Nope. I just want the little star that says I beat you. Listen to this guy. Well, that didn't go to plan, which is the story of my life, come to think of it. Poor guy, I should have just lost and let him win. If I knew he was going to be that bummed out about it.
I'm not surprised that you won because I remember you playing like just videos of you doing that for like a long ass time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Back in the good old days. Still no combat, which is kind of disappointing me. Although there's more quests to do.
I think there's a shit ton of quests to do.
Side quests. These are all optional except for the other one that I'm already doing. This is like the boss of these people.
I like the animation on that guy for the artwork.
I think the colors are pretty interesting in this zone. It's like nothing I've ever seen before. You should see it when it's not raining and shit.
Like whatever you're doing, there's no jittering on my end.
That's awesome.
Like, are you using something special that I can try next time we do?
I'll have to look at the settings. I think I
just 15.
chose smoother video, 15 frames per second maybe.
Okay. Like, I'm not a big frames guy.
Like, I don't know, is there much above 60 frames now? Is there like 120 or 240 or what?
I don't know.
Taskmasters have allowed you a moment's respite as well.
Voice act.
I know I never get to 60. Like, sometimes, most of the time it's like, 20 to 20 to 50, depending on what I'm running.
I think I'm running at 60 on my end anyway.
Okay, I got it maxed out at 60, but I rarely ever hit 60.
These are my
homies. Determined
homies.
to see this endeavor of theirs succeed. I've never been one for blind optimism.
Super emo.
But I sincerely get the sense they're close to a breakthrough.
Yes, as they like to do in Final Fantasy games. Are they like super emo over in Japan all the time?
They had better be.
Maybe.
All this effort
Might
was for naught.
say that. I don't know.
Or just Final Fantasy's like super emo.
Maybe just Final Fantasy, because like One Piece is definitely not emo. It's like the opposite. It's like super colorful and cheerful.
Against a dire threat.
They don't do like a lot of brooding and emo shit like that. Just like silently contemplating in the wind, and like the perfect hair is just like blowing a little bit.
Yeah.
Like doing some feeling monologues
Of the morrow's dawn, against they who desire
about how they don't know what to do and everything's so hard. They gotta save the world, but the
victors of this war,
their love interest doesn't care about them.
To answer the question of existence, of its meaning, and its
That's one thing about this game, if I think correctly. Not a lot of relationship going on. I mean, if you want that, there is a role playing between players. There's certainly a lot of that, I think.
I heard there's a server that's like pretty much just dedicated to that kind of shenanigans.
You can get married in this game if you want. I actually went to a wedding once.
And our arguments might not be as persuasive as
you can get a couple of cool minions and shit from doing that.
I heard the community's really good. Like, that's one of the things that I hear is like the best about it, is like the community's just really solid.
Daniel wants to die and take everyone with him in an orgy of pain and suffering. An utterly vile and unforgivable idea.
An orgy of pain.
And suffering.
And yet, and spat upon by fate and wailing in the deepest pit of despair, who among us can say they have not entertained similar thoughts? There are nights black as pitch, bereft of hope, and no words of comfort can reach you. And it's all you can do to grit your teeth and choke back the bile.
I will admit this is a little bit emo. A little bit.
It's pretty emo.
The more you see and suffer life's injustices, the more difficult they become to bear. Vengeance is nurtured in similar soil. Though your anger has a broader focus,
is that that's a woman, right?
No, those are all guys.
Desire to destroy others,
he's the Blood Dragoon. Come on, man. He killed like a few dragons and took their eyes, and their power comes from their eyes and shit. You learn about him in Heaven's Ward. He's like one of the main characters that you'll meet in that part of the game.
He looks super emo. He's kind of looking down.
You just get a new haircut. Normally he wears a head. Normally he wears a helm. But then you get a new haircut in the last town.
Survival be damned. It's a struggle, often close and brutal.
Indeed. Well, I, for one, shall pray survival proveth more appealing in the end.
True that.
As will I. Besides, our chances are much improved when we've the company of others committed to the cause of life. Our vengeful dragoon here is proof of that.
Oh, that's the bad guy. What's he doing, little squirrely man? Sneaking and peeping at us like a little baby bitch.
What is it? What did you see?
They were kind of slow to like help you out. They're like, they gotta look at each other.
Daniel, are you sure? If he knows we've been working on a countermeasure.
Oh man, the whole plan's about ready to go.
I know.
Dude.
I'm starting to get gripped by the balls, I think.
Do you have a gunblade? Is that
He
what that
does.
is?
He does.
Oh shit.
I paid 20 extra bucks for the Shadowbringers Collector's Edition just so I could have Squall's exact gunblade from the FF8 game, basically. And a mount and a minion that I hardly ever use. And it was worth it. Even though I've played Gunbreaker, Gunbreaker starts at level 60 and I got it to 61. It's a tank class though, so it's like, I'm such a little baby bitch, I have only tanked a couple super low level dungeons.
Well, you can tank, can't you tank with your...
I could, but I feel like a little baby bitch. I don't know. I'll worry about that
you can
once.
get good with your, like, your crew members or...
Yeah.
The AI.
We've named it a warding scale for the time being. With this
Okay, that
in
looks
your
cool.
possession,
That looks kind of
your
like
soul should be
sort of like
completely
an
shielded
infinity
from
glove,
corruptive ether.
but like condensed into like an arrowhead or something.
Afforded such protection, any one of us may approach the towers without fear. Thou hast mine admiration. 'Tis an invention of historical significance.
Cheer.
I thank you for your kind words. But I would prefer you keep them unsaid until we test the talisman's efficacy in the field. It is for the next stage of our plan that we summoned you in the first place, to accompany me to the Tower of Zot.
The Tower of Zot was a place in FF4. They kind of like borrow names and shit all over the place. And the one that they're really heavily borrowing from in this expansion is 4.
Should the scale prove effective, as I very much hope it will, then you'll have little to do. But should the effect be weaker than anticipated, I must ask that you restrain me, or knock me senseless.
I like these little choices they give you of what to say. I'm pretty sure it doesn't affect the outcome at all, but...
Makes you feel more involved, makes you feel special.
Yeah. I always say the nice guy thing.
You don't want to say the badass thing.
We are fortunate to have you with us.
You just want to be a secret badass.
Yeah.
Are you certain you wish to do this?
It's really weird that it had just happened to be raining during this
Then we
period.
must
It kind of
have faith
sets
in
the
them
tone for
first.
everything.
And as the senior researcher, it falls to me to lead by example. But should I fail to return, then learn what you can from this attempt and apply it to the next. Our work must continue. Is that clear?
We'll keep an eye on the place while you're away.
Pitch, you're coming with me.
Assuming Fandaniel is lurking about, there's no telling what mischief he has in mind for us, or you. Beyond
Because
your
these
guard.
guys will be the ones that accompany me in the dungeon if I wanted to go it solo. Remember going solo?
Okay.
Remember that joke Mark made up a long ass time ago?
Shall we
Like
be
when we
on our
first
way?
met?
I'll have one of the soldiers at the hatchery prepare
Yeah,
us a
he
boat,
is.
and we can
stupid
set out from the
joke.
northern shore.
He thought he was hilarious.
I'll
though.
see you
I
there.
thought it was hilarious too, man. I thought pretty much anybody that made a joke was hilarious. I'd laugh at anything.
I remember all the Han Solo jokes, or the Han Solo jokes.
Yeah. Sitting at the back of the bus like bad boys, mad lads. Okay. How am I doing on time?
I was figuring we could finish this up, or did you finish it?
Well, I haven't finished the quest yet, but I mean, I could keep going and going and going.
Okay. Do you want to go for like another 10 minutes and that, like, make it like an even hour, and then we can just, whenever you're done with Minecraft, we can stop?
Sounds good.
'Cause I know that you, like, you. That's cool.
I think it's early
And
enough where I
then,
can
like-
still get logged. I could still get back into this pretty easily. I need a break. I need to eat something pretty soon, probably.
Okay. That's it. And we got some time.
I'm gonna beat the shit out of this guy. Man, I fucked up.
And
Messed up my combo. Okay, what the heck was I trying to do? I can't remember. Whoops. Now when both those gauges go to 50, that's when I can launch into my melee attack, which is pretty fun to do. It's all about building gauge and then unleashing a huge combo.
okay. I think I remember you doing that before. Now I didn't really like the combat system that much.
I mean, it starts off really slow and shit. Like, what do you mean? How
Like the control, like all those different things. It kind of reminds me of well, it's the controller on Neverwinter Nights, which it's okay, but it's not like my ideal thing.
were you using the controller when you played it?
I think I used both, and I think I ended up using keyboard and mouse. But I did use the
I mean, I think the majority of people play keyboard and mouse. That is our destination. The tower.
You're the only hope of saving the tower.
This game makes you feel like a badass. Like, if you talk to people, they don't say, oh, you're just some random warrior like in WoW. You're like the hero, the warrior of light. You're like the blessed hero savior that's come to save the world. I mean, your reputation grows over time. You don't start off like that, but over the game, over the expansions, you get more and more renowned and shit.
Hmm.
We should soon cross the threshold of the tower's influence.
He's got some seeds. Oh no, he's got that pendant. What that is.
Any moment now. It's working. And you are still yourself? Then I'd like to see how it fares closer to the tower if we could.
Let's do it.
This is one of the towers that you were talking about.
Yeah. I'm guessing there's probably 5 or 6 of these things I'm gonna have to overcome throughout the course of the game. Of course, the expansion.
So far, so good.
There's normally 6 new
The
zones in each
protection appears
expansion,
to be
basically.
holding. If we can
Is
just
this like
make
the
it to
end of the
tower's
expansion
entrance.
quest?
No. This is the beginning. I haven't even done an instance yet.
Oh.
This is gonna be the beginning of an instance, I'm thinking. This quest is
Alright,
gonna
then
lead
a
into
few
an
more
instance.
steps.
Don't do it,
It's like he's
Nadana.
turning moo-moo.
Nadana. I don't like that look.
Praise be to the sisters, we made it! And the scale has proven itself to be everything we hoped it would be.
No.
Now we can focus on production. Once we've equipped and returned with an entire survey team, this menace will soon give up its secrets.
And try to walk through the door and hit his head and pass out.
Or some tentacles gonna. Okay, yep. Or chains. Tentacle-like. Oh my lord. Nadana!
Close. Oh, nope, doesn't close. You just gotta go in. Into the breach.
Shit, this is like the fucking Matrix, but not the Matrix, you know what I'm saying? Like the real world, where all the humans are farmed.
Does look like some kind of alien structure. Doesn't look very functional. Oh, he's encased. Are all those elephants like alchemists that got trapped?
Yep.
Oh, let me go! Oh, let me go! Oh.
Oh, do calm down. You'll only hurt yourself thrashing about like that.
Stop! Oh, you can't do this! Please!
Oh no!
We're too late.
Fadana!
A little late for heroics, I'm afraid. The similarities are striking. My! Such hostility! Never before has my artistry so displeased. My patrons of old would have positively squealed in delight, though, between you and me, I find gushing praise exhausting.
What the fuck are you talking? What you talking about, Pan Daniel?
Allow me to tell you a story. Surely you've yet to hear the one about Van Daniel, the sundered Asian.
Astion, motherfucker!
I inherited the position and the soul of the Van Daniel who sat on the convocation in the time of the final days, theoretically speaking.
Sadly, there's parts of this that I don't quite grasp.
Practically speaking,
I
that
skipped
fact
too
is
much
of
when I
no
first started
consequence. I was born and lived as, well, me.
Because I wanted to get to the newest shit as fast. I wanted to get
Eventually, I was
to Heaven's Word as
recruited
fast
into
as
the
possible, then I
Ascent
wanted to get the
and
next
imbued
expansion
with
as
the
fast as
former
possible.
Van Daniel's knowledge and
So I
memories.
skipped a lot of the
But
cutscenes early
I
on.
never felt that they were truly a part of who I am.
And I regret it. But you can do New Game Plus basically and replay the story as much as you want.
Okay.
How to explain? Perhaps if I told
Yeah,
you who
let's
I
see,
was
though.
before
Like,
my
I'm not getting any sound on my
that
end.
chapter
Oh,
2
really?
But
is a past I've long
Can you hear me?
I have a feeling
discarded.
I can hear you definitely, but just not the game
I
sound.
have it on good authority.
That's alright,
You've
though.
poked your nose into an elegant ruin
I
or two.
can just tell this guy's like super emo. He's
Yeah.
got some problems.
He's got like
can read the-
Spider-Man 3 Peter Parker
Then I
vibes.
expect you've heard of me. The old me.
Shit, I'm getting a fucking headache.
At your service.
But I'm the Juggernaut, bitch.
I'm ready for some combat. That's what I'm ready for.
Well,
Imagine a nation of unbridled
I hope killing those guys on the beach was good enough for you, because
every need met.
I have a feeling from here on out it's gonna
Day after
be
day of unbroken, unshakable
the dungeon.
peace. Existence fulfilled and ripe for decay.
You are a genius without peer, Amon. However do you conceive of such delightful experiments? That fool was beside himself with panic when he awoke with the head of a bull. Even his cries for help emerged as so much guttural lowing. Oh, the memory of it. My poor sides. My friends and I were so consumed by laughter we struggled to breathe.
So he's a kind of a
No
jester.
more than entertainment for bored wastrels ignorant of its worth. My all-consuming work. But it was not their only.
Sorry, I did not intend to get trapped in this long of a cutscene.
For they were
It's okay.
ever hungry for stimulation. Slaves to the slightest hint that amusement was afoot. Our nation was ailing, but I would see the poison purged. I resurrected a legend. Our first.
This is the same
and
guy,
greatest emperor.
Fan Daniel.
That's not who's on screen, but he's talking to Fan Danny.
And just
Okay.
as I had planned, he set our wayward empire back on the path of conquest. An inexhaustible ambition carried us onwards,
This is some weird structure.
always onwards. Yet,
Chia.
he who delivered to us such glory was not to be satisfied.
Who was this?
Heed me, Amon.
Zande? Oh my god.
No matter how vast one's empire, or full one's treasure vault, all is rendered
Yes.
meaningless by death
Shit, he's talking deep shit right now.
in the end.
I feel like I should have paid attention to the Crystal Tower quest line, because this is with the boss of it. That's at the end of A Realm
You
Reborn.
know as well as I that the
Yeah, she
Emperor
looks
stands to lose.
evil.
That was the guy.
And so I have come to claim you.
This makes him even more emo.
For while your methods leave something to be desired, we cannot deny the results of your work. And as fortune would have it, the seat of Fan Daniel, your rightful seat, lies vacant and waiting. Take your place amongst your peers.
one of the cultists that
rather
want
than
everybody to die.
a pointless death amidst the ashes of your doomed
What's that?
nation.
It's like a cultist
Yeah.
that wants everybody to.
Well, I'm not sure if
Send one of your
all of
clones
his...
to the Crystal
This
Tower
guy's
that
dead.
you
This is
might
like a
see for
flashback.
yourself.
Okay.
See what lies ahead.
This was like the boss of the last expansion. Basically. The head boss.
The fall of the empire affirmed the truth, majestic and tragic, as the emperor foresaw.
It
Scheme
starts
as
out,
you
the game
like,
starts out a lot
build as
simpler
you
and
will. Nothing endures.
I'm thinking if you don't skip everything, you'll understand better, but
What
I
is life?
was an asshole and skipped
But
a
a
bunch of
brief
shit.
jaunt ending in emptiness.
Are you listening, kids? Don't smoke and don't skip.
How many packs are you doing a day?
Probably about 1.5 or 2. But they're home rolled, and I don't get a full cigarette every time. I only get maybe 3/4 or 4/5 of a cigarette. So
So
I
easily
don't know if
distracted.
it's
Why? I almost left without
I don't know if
saying
it's
farewell.
notable to bring up that point, but about 2 packs a day.
As for your friend, you needn't worry.
Like
These pawns are
when I
far
wake
more
up, I make
useful
about
to me
40
alive
cigarettes.
as fuel for the
and they last me
primates.
all day long. So
If you attempt to pull them free, they will die. So, enjoy tackling that conundrum with your comrades.
I really wish I could quit them.
We shall meet again. Not in
Yeah.
That's why I put the disclaimer on the video, on all my videos now.
but somewhere more.
Because if I'm gonna be smoking, I can't be promoting this
Your
shit.
favorite playmate is ever so eager.
And I'm sure I look like an asshole.
Wasn't there a time that it really helped you out, like when things were pretty shitty? Isn't that one of the things that kind of helped you get through it?
Kinda,
Or
yeah. Kinda. Like, the reason I started smoking tobacco was because I wanted to be smoking weed all the time, but didn't have the money or the means or the... Can't be smoking weed at work and shit like that, you know? Even though we did. But basically I just wanted to be... I got enamored with just the act of smoking, and I got addicted to them.
I mean, I think you can grow your own now.
Grow your own tobacco?
Weed.
Oh, well, yeah. Nick used to grow a bunch and he used to sell it. But I'm done with weed. I don't smoke weed no more.
You know, one of the guys who went to school with it, he's like basically just grows like a shit ton. And like that's all, he just smokes his own supply all year. Whatever he does during the summer. He had like 5 or 6 like tree-sized plants. They were like, I've never seen shit that's so huge. Like, real careful, like fences them all in so nobody can get to them.
Yep.
Waters them and keeps the insects off of them.
Okay, the green means it's the end of the quest, so I'll just turn this in. And we shall be finished.
Sounds good.
Maybe on a future episode, long down the line, I'll show you the end of this game and a little bit of some combat and shit.
I mean, you said you like story, so sure, it sounds like you're missing a little story.
Oh, Fraggle Rock, that's the one. I love seeing people's names. Thanks,
Fraggle Rock?
Yeah, the guy's name was just Fraggle Rock. That's pretty cool.
Pretty cool, yeah.
She got sucked in and we fucked up. Yeah, of course it was Fandaniel. Who do you think it was? Who do you think fucking... What the fuck, Thangrid?
What kind of fuck question is that? I'm surprised you didn't try to fight him.
Well, I think now I'll get my crew together and I'll be able to use these guys if I want to do it solo.
Okay.
Let's complete. Okay, I mean, the satrap of Raditsan. Okay, maybe not. Maybe the next quest is not to do that dungeon, but I assumed it was. Okay, I'm gonna go find an enemy just to show off my melee combo real quick. I gotta show that off. Come on, get on the damn Chocobo. Can't fly yet, which is sad. Why won't anyone fight me? The rain drove all the enemies away or some shit, I don't know.
Everybody's killing him.
There
Oh,
we
there's
go.
one. Is that prelude, whatever? Is that your guild? Prelude Violet?
Oh, that's my title.
Okay.
Oh, I died before I could do the last thing. Anyway, I just like being able to jump in and out of battle, and they added an extra cooldown for each maneuver too. They made some changes to the class since Endwalker came out. Basically just made it a bit more badass.
Eat.
Okay guys,
Congrats.
well, that was a bit of Endwalker. And it has been Majid Metro Editor Steven along with Senilepope. Give this game a rating just based on what you saw in the last hour and 12 minutes. What would you give the rating on a scale of 1 to 10?
Probably like a 5 or a 6. I mean, it's average. I mean, it's an MMO, and I'm not like in an MMO mood, but it's not. Maybe like a 7, like a 6 or a 7.
You can be honest, you won't hurt my feelings.
Probably like a 6.5. I mean, I could see why it's good, but it's just not for me right now. It reminds me a lot of EverQuest. I mean, it's got some things I like, but I'm just I don't have the time investment for an MMO. It's like I kind of like the story,
And it's...
maybe with some sound, I'd get a little more into it. I mean, I like the graphics are good. I mean, like even like you streaming and picking it up, it looks good.
Yeah. They just announced that FF7 Remake Intergrade is coming to PC on the 16th. And I'm afraid my PC can't play it. I think I only have DirectX 11 and you need 12. And it makes me so sad.
It sounds like you just need a new card.
What's that?
Probably just a new card is what you need.
Can you upgrade a laptop like that?
Mm-hmm.
Little wonders.
Usually,
never
if
cease.
there's no upgrades, grade slots.
Well, anyway, that's been the Mod and Metroid show. Thanks for watching. Look forward to a lot more Endwalker videos, and should be good. Peace.
Sweet. Out.